Alright y'all, it's Miss Summers with a quick video on how to find the volume of an irregularly shaped object using water displacement. Before we begin, let's just do a quick review for middle school. What is volume? What do we mean by that? When we're talking about volume, we are talking about the amount of space an object takes up. All objects that have matter, like a solid, liquid, or a gas, take up a certain volume, take up a certain amount of space, and we call it volume. Alright, so in order to do this, you need to have a graduated cylinder, which is this container right here. It has to have water in it. How much water is actually not relevant, as long as it's enough water that you can fully submerge your object into it. I've dyed this water blue with some food dye just so you can see it a little bit easier. And you need your object, and I've attached a string to it to make it a little easier to fish out. So here's our steps, 4 easy steps. Note the original volume of the liquid. So I'm going to read. I'm going to go to eye level. I'm not going to pick up the graduated cylinder when I find the volume. I want it nice and on a flat, stable surface so it doesn't move around. That's at 20 milliliters. So there's 20 milliliters of water right now. Second, I'm going to carefully place the object in the liquid. So this is where the string comes in handy. You don't want to have it splash, because then some of the water might get out and that's going to change things, and that's not what we want. But just put it in there so that it's completely submerged. Alright, so I've done that. And I can see that the volume has changed. The water now goes up to here. Alright, not because I added that much water, but because this space, alright, this object takes up space, so it moves some of that water. Note the new volume. So figure out what each of these lines mean. I can tell because there's 20 and there's 25 and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. Each of these lines means 1 milliliter. So I see there's 25, 6, 7, 8. 28. Alright, so that 28 is the volume of the liquid plus the object. Well, I know, alright, so that's 28. I'm going to write that down right here. That's the new volume. Finding the difference, remember when I find differences I subtract, 20 milliliters of this is just water, because I knew that ahead of time. So if I do my subtraction, the leftover, that 8 milliliters, is the volume of the object within. Alright? That is how I find my volume.